The trade talks with China.
Yeah.
How big of a deal is that? What have you seen on your companies, on your investments?
Well, I see the monthly reports from the companies come through, and a fair number, not in insurance at all, obviously, but a fair number of the tariffs have had some impact. Now we're talking 10% tariffs, and a number of them say if it were 25%, there'd be some big adjustments. Some of it, the suppliers have swallowed over in China, and some we split with them, but it pushes prices up. I mean, there's no question about that. But it hasn't had a big effect at 10%. A number of them told me at 25%. I mean, the world changes. I mean, you either get a lot more money for your product, or you source it differently, or you do something.
So are you relieved to hear of the deadline being extended and being pushed off, that March 2nd, it's not all going to go to 25%?
Well, I'm relieved at the idea that there's still some chance that sense will prevail. It is bad for China, it's bad for us if we get into some kind of a trade war. And negotiations are tough in something like this. This is a big deal to both countries, and to some extent you're playing a game of chicken, and because it hurts both countries. And I generally think when two very smart countries have something very important at stake, they'll end up making rational decisions. I mean, I've been figuring that way with the Russians ever since the nuclear bomb. That even though you get all kinds of tensions, and people generally figure out what's best for themselves, and the best thing for both China and the United States is to work out something sensible that both sides can live with.
Did you think there was valid reason for amping up these negotiations, for saying, hey, hang on a second, we're not getting a fair shake?
Well, I think we haven't been getting a fair shake to some degree, but I think we can sustain, I mean, to some extent, the United States can do things that no other country can do. So as I think a number of smaller countries, for example, if they want to run trade surpluses with us, I mean, and it strengthens their economy, it doesn't hurt us that much. I mean, I think we've got a role to play in the world that way, but I don't think we can be Uncle Sap.